Welcome to the channel, guys. My name's Nate. I make sense sometimes. And today's victim, Akaash Singh. You know, he's been going around the internet these past few days. He's been blowing up for all the wrong reasons because it turns out that his wife is a hoe. Yes. I know. You know, the guy that fucking jokes about relationships, whatever, he's got a shitty relationship of his own. We're going to jump into a couple of videos and we're going to criticize the fuck out of him because, you know, he was wilding. He was wilding. And actually, his wife was wilding. So, yeah, we're going to get into it.
A lot of stuff you guys say in general, I think is stuff that's kind of childish. I'm turning from a simp to a pimp. All right, bro. Can we grow up?
I was popping my and living my best life in these white boy frat houses, and I had a roster of guys that I would rotate through.
You know it's hard out here for a simp when you're trying to give your honey every cent. With all the favorite podcasts money spent, we'll let them bros talking shit on Fresh and Fit. You know it's hard out here for a G when you find out that you're woman for the streets. Is it really worth the bombs and for shame?
I'm actively trying to have an orgy. This couple is so fucking good looking, and you haven't seen Nav yet, but wait till you fucking see him. His body goes crazy. His face card always slays, never declines. And it's kind of weird because I'm talking about your husband.
No, I kind of love it, but I'm like, us for it? Okay, maybe.
I just know that Nav's dick is like at least 10 inches.
You would only be down for an orgy if
Or
you did
it's
it?
thick. It's thick.
I'd only be...
You can't make this up, bro. You can't make this up. You know, she keeps bringing up her best friend's husband, Nav. You know, saying he has like 10 inches and stuff. Like, you know, you're gonna see things get, you know, worse and worse for Akaash, even to his face. Let's move on to the next clip.
There's a difference being a scammer and being a hustler. Two very different things.
Okay.
I'm a hustler who scams a little bit. I'm not a scammer who
I'm not
hustles.
gonna lie, that was sexy, and that's why I'm actively trying to have an orgy.
Say this is the best husband I've ever seen, and I'm not even saying that hyperbolically.
You stupid Nick!
It's a little annoying. And then like
Why
he's
don't you
just
guys
getting in
jerk
better
each
shape.
other off already?
We
Go
might
bed.
have.
Oh, Drake is your Taylor Swift.
100%.
Exactly.
I'm toxic. How do you have to keep up with her?
No, he be saying some boss ass shit. What is the stuff he says to you that I'm just like, that's fire.
Oh, Nav just puts his dick out on the paper.
Bro, at this point, you know, they could be talking about the weather. You know, they could be talking about, oh, you know, a Category 5 hurricane is going to hit. She'd be like, yo, I bet it doesn't hit harder than Nav's dick. Yeah. They could be talking about anything else. She'd just bring up Nav's dick or, you know, just anything inappropriate when it comes to Nav for no fucking reason, man. And in front of him as well. That's tough. That's tough, bro. I don't even know where to put this, bro. Bro. Yeah, but yeah.
Okay, I have two butthole stories. So one time I met this guy on Tinder. This was before Bumble or Hinge. Like this was like in the OG days of the app. And this guy, he was like some how do you say, half Asian, like baddie. Wasian. That's the word.
Wasian.
Yeah, Wasian. Actually in the Bay. That's when I was living in the Bay Area. And I made the dumb mistake of letting him sleep over, like not really wanting to hook up. And I like woke up in the morning and like my asshole was a little sore.
Oh my God.
And I remember that he was trying to finger me in my asshole. I'm like, first of all, we were not on those like terms. But anyways, so that was non-consensual actually.
Oh my day. This bitch just can't keep, you know, you can't pay her to stop humiliating her husband, you know? You can't pay her to stop humiliating her husband. Bro, she's bringing up all these like butthole stories and all that, you know. If you see Akaash, you know, Akaash's fucking podcast and, you know, all the clips that he's talking about, he's always like, oh, my wife's the best, you know, I'm trying to be the best husband for my wife and stuff like, and she's out here recanting butthole stories. This has to be like, you know, the Hall of Fame, worse than, you know, like one of the worst wives, you know, just, you know, like you have to put, you know, fucking Jada Pinkett Smith, her, who was that, like, you know, fucking Aisha Curry, Yeah, man, at this point, this year, I think she's gonna take it. Like fucking whole wife of the year, we have to give it to her. She's earned it.
Sometimes I get so painfully nostalgic for college. So for context, I went to college from 2011 to 2016. I was popping my pussy and living my best life in these white boy frat houses. And I had a roster of guys that I would rotate through. So it's like, sometimes it like literally hurts my heart.
She gets so painfully nostalgic for college, bro. Popping my pussy. That is wild. As a married woman, how, like, what drives you to, maybe it's Akash's fault. She's in the home all day doing nothing. She doesn't have a job, she doesn't work. Akash pays everything, and she's just bored out of her mind. So she turns to the internet, and the first thing that comes to her mind is, I'm gonna humiliate my husband on social media. Well done, Jasleen. Fucking you, Jezebel. And guys, it got bad. It got bad. You got people making like AI edits of comedians roasting him. It's not real, but some people, of course, thought it was. Just hear a couple of them.
So I heard Akaash has beef with me, which I find pretty funny considering the motherfucker don't eat cows. Like, bro, go check your wife. I heard she don't eat cows as well, but she still be putting other guys' beef sticks all up in her mouth.
Like, bro, Akaash, us Indians are scam likely, right? But your wife is scam for sure. Like, Akaash, dog, you should have just signed the damn prenup, because at least at that point she wouldn't be able to redeem her points and cash out.
He would be like, bitch, you will not redeem. I'm pretty sure Akaash looks at his wife as a goddess, and not because of her physical appearance, but because of the way she left a couple red dots on his head, if you know what I mean.
If all the Hindu gods like Shiva, Saraswati, and Vishnu were here in the States, they would multi-bitch slap Akaash with all their freaking hands for his cuck-like behavior. It'd be like fighting Goro from Mortal Kombat or some shit.
You see, us Hindus believe in reincarnation. I don't know what animal I'll be in the next life, but one thing I do know for certain is that Akaash will be reincarnated into a new species called the cuckold bird.
I'm cuckoo for cuckold. Yeah, now imagine that being on a freaking cereal box.
Wait! I look good, Mr. Armstrong. Armstrong. You kill me, boy, so it's out.
On Saturday when I saw her, I said, Daria, do you know? And she said, I don't know anything. I don't know anything.
She's a good liar.
Then she's a good liar.
That's a friend.
Then she's a good liar.
That's a friend.
No, I don't want those gifts.
I know. Why not?
I don't like, I don't care about, I like tangible goods.
None.
I don't like, I don't care about,
And genuinely, bro, I've never seen someone get curbed by his wife as many times as this guy, bro. She curves him at every fucking opportunity. She doesn't even let him kiss her on accident, bro. She is fucking, but it's so fucking embarrassing for Akaash at this point that he should leave fucking leave the internet. Just fucking just take a break or something, man. Yeah.
First of all, I want to say that.
Oh my god! How big is this?
Big enough for you to shut up every time I tell you.
Thank you so much. What do you say?
She can't even kiss him after he did this big romantic gesture on the beach where he's like, oh, I'm gonna renew my vows. I love you so much. I'm gonna buy you a fucking engagement. That's big as fuck, by the way. The engagement ring is crazy. Like, I'll try to post it if I find it, but she's like, she's curbing him. This is embarrassing, man. Yo, you gotta love Twitter sometimes, man. I know, people say it's kind of shit, but it's entertainment. Next to YouTube, after YouTube, it's like second best, in my opinion. But yeah, let's move on, man. Akaash Singh's wife, Jasleen Singh, said When she was in college, she lived in white boy frat houses and had a roster of guys in on rotation. This is the rotation. this can't be healthy for nobody, man. Twitter just takes things too far, man. Yeah. Yeah, let's move on, man. Someone said, hearing about Akaash Singh and his wife, maybe it's best to become a monk and take a vow of chastity. When you have that, fucking reference, I don't blame you, brother. And people, they've been taking it way too far. Someone said, Akaash Singh, please tell your backstabbing wife that here is the treatment available. And he's trying, oh fuck, bro. No way. He's trying to imply that, she got herpes or whatever. And this is not the case, because I checked out, it's not. It's probably like HSV1, which is probably not genital herpes, It's nothing, they're trying to twist this into something that it's not. So yeah, that's
different. My wife also hadn't had any sexual partners, so that helped us connect a lot more.
Now, let me ask you this: do you believe her?
If you've seen her, then it's hard to believe. Yeah. I remember I was just like, what? But she was 22, I was 31. There was an age gap.
Sometimes I get so painfully nostalgic for college. So I was popping my pussy and living my best life in these white boy frat houses.
Akaash Singh was a 31-year-old virgin that wifed a lit 22-year-old that told him she was a virgin too. God bless everyone. And let me tell you, people were having a field day when it comes to this. Someone said, my salary is $20K. I gave my girlfriend $15K. What am I? And someone, there's got to be someone, somebody said, Akaash Singh. And the tweets continue. Akaash Singh has two paths. A, divorce whore wife, begin chat journey. I don't see this happening. And B, double down like Will Smith and go even deeper into the blue pill. I think he's doing that, because I'll show you some videos later on. He's doing that exact same thing. And this guy says there's no third option. There is another third option, He could put all his assets in his wife, in his mom's name, and then just be like, yeah, do Ashraf Hakimi. Right? If you don't know Ashraf Hakimi, he's a famous football player that, divorces his whore wife. And when she's trying to, take him to the cleaners, turns out he put all his assets into his mom's name like a fucking G. Yeah, Akaash Singh, could learn a thing or two from Ashraf Hakimi. I'm just saying, And someone says Indians cannot stop taking L's. This Akaash thing is genuinely insane. Arguably worse than Jada and Will Smith. Nah, I don't think. No, hell no, bro. That bitch fucking ruined him. Yeah, the man married the first girl he ever slept with at age 31. Weird. Not weird, but like, you might have jumped into that. You might have rushed into that head first. Akaash, you need to have taken a chill pill. Maybe listen to a couple of Fresh and Fit, as some Andrew Tate, and you would have been straight. But yeah, she openly admits to using him as an ATM, lying about being a virgin, and recounting whore stories. This tweet hit the nail in the coffin. And yeah, this tweet hit the nail on the head. Like, no, bro. This bitch, bro, let's just move on. Let's just move on, bro. This is unironically Akaash Singh right now.
Oh, yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
Dame un grr.
Un qué?
Un grr.
Un qué? Un qué?
Un grr.
Un qué?
I don't know what this video is supposed to be, but it's fucking embarrassing, man. I don't know, he's trying bro, why would he even agree to this? He's like, I didn't even sign a prenup. What's there to flex about? Anyway, guys, this shit is ridiculous, I mean, it's not our place to tell, people how to conduct their marriage. But at this point, man, you gotta wake up. you know, at some point, bro, like someone has to fucking kidnap this guy and fucking torture him. Okay. So someone has to like kidnap this guy and, you know, convince him, like make a slideshow or something and be like, yo, you gotta leave your wife right now. Anyway, guys, that was it for today's video. Like, subscribe, like follow me on Twitter or something, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.